Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to the Adventure Archive. Tonight, we are playing Mork Borg, the dark fantasy apocalyptic doom metal album of a game by Pelle Nilsson and Johan Nor, published by freeleague, and there is a skull. And I am joined, and I would like to say a special thank you to the players because they have truly made Mork Borg come to life. So thank you guys. It's been awesome. 3 sessions in. This is our 4th session tonight. So will they survive? I don't know. Let's see. But before we begin, let's get some shout outs. So the amazing soundtrack composed by Noel, which we have been given permission to use during this game by Heimat der Katastrophe. And we got a Noel in the chat. And also the amazing McGlintock, who has created this system for Foundry, which we are running, and he is just making the updates like crazy. So I hear his next version is going to have automated character generation. 1 click. So the scum birther that is on the web will be integrated. So that's really cool. So thanks, man. Hopefully you are in the chat. But let's see. What else? Do we want to shout out all of our friendly, like the Gilded Troll, of course, Melee, the Variety Streamer, Ducky, Gamer and Artist. But I don't know, anything else before we get this this dark show on the road?
I don't think so.
Because I got nothing. Okay, awesome. Well, before we begin, I forgot to do something. So in this game, if you're unfamiliar, you roll a misery every game morning, meaning what a misery is a catastrophe of biblical proportions, and we actually rolled one on the first session. When you get to the 7th misery, the world ends, everything burns, and goes to oblivion. So that is the very end of the game. And even in the book itself, it says the game's over, burn the book, which I don't think I'm going to be doing. So.
But fucking people do.
But fucking people do. You're right. You're right. So let's do that. Let's do I will do a public roll. It's a D20. Let's see if we can get another 1 here. No, okay. So the dying world survives a little bit longer. I was really thinking we were going to get a 1 for some reason. But
I can't believe we got a 1 on the first one.
I know. And what's great is I have to interpret that, and I'll probably turn it into like a world adventure, something you guys will notice.
That's cool.
If you get out of
here. As we survive and escape, we run into the fucking misery.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll you know what? Because it's been a while, I'll read it again, the one we got, just so all the viewers know how cryptic these things can be. They aren't very specific, and it's up to the GM to interpret. So we got Psalm 1:1. The city shall be made hollow. Of those who rest in hollowness, they shall not be seen. So that's up to me to figure out what that means. All right. Let us begin. Welcome, everybody. Taking a look at the chat. Got all the shout-outs. Got everything. Mama Jedi. Horrible Tomato. How's it going? And I can't forget Amerison, who did an amazing donation at the end of last round. He topped everybody off on their omens because these players need it. They sorely need these omens. They need everything. But let us begin. So I will give a brief recap of the last session in case you weren't here. So these four souls, they've been traversing this catacomb that is located in Graven Tosk. And Graven Tosk is just an immense, mysterious graveyard at the center of Sarkash, which is this dark and twisted forest. So they've been searching this catacomb. They stumbled upon a strange head that was suspended by moonlight, which Nifel was kind of testing it, holding it out of the light, into the light, and he ended up breaking the window and letting this head observe these statues outside. Then they encountered this strange membranous thing that was stretched across the corridor, cleverly got past it, found 2 scrolls embedded in the eye sockets of a skull. And then finally they made their way down to find these skeletons sitting in a circular room with just, the moonlight coming down, in these spear-like, in a spear-like fashion with just dripping fog. And before they encountered the skeletons, they ventured further and found a room that has a sarcophagus in it with just oozing this green acidic fluid. And Nifel dashed across and then dashed back when the party decided they weren't coming with him. And that is when he decided to say, fuck it, I'm taking this lockbox on this table with these skeletons. And then that instigated combat, which they narrowly escaped. I believe that Ducky, right, you got attacked. And then I think Nifel, are you only losing the hit points from the failed scroll attempt, right?
I think so, and I think, did I somehow get some back?
I
also forgot to use my Mork Borg blow.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, the one that that's right. Harga gave you a concoction, the Merc blow.
Merc blow. I have 3 out of 4 hit points. Did we do like a short rest or something once the skeletons went away? Did we do?
You guys did not. Basically, after you combated the skeletons, you guys all ran away, and you're just huddling in this corridor, catching your breath, nursing your wounds, while Nagel's lantern oil begins to dwindle. And you do notice that the light emanating from it is not quite as bright as it used to be. So, let us begin.
You do have like a healing water, though.
Yeah, I think
Harga
made a few.
Hit points back.
Well, I think you only lost 1 hit point, right? Because when you fail a power use, you take 1d2 damage.
I think that's it. I think I only got 1 after I epically failed that. The scroll roll.
The scroll roll. Okay. So, as we begin, I will start at the top with Nagel. What is Nagel up to right now?
Just drew a square. Let's see.
Just drew a square.
Why isn't this moving? So we're coming back up, right?
Correct. Yeah, you guys fled from the room with the skeletons.
Okay. I think I'm going to continue moving up quicker this time and kind of gesture to the group. My lamp oil is dwindling. Let's go.
Okay. So Nifel, anything you want to do, or do you want to just kind of heed her words? Oh man, can we get some mutes in the chat, everybody? Please get some mutes in the chat.
I'm kind of feeling. Nifel is kind of feeling a little dumb.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of have a headache, right? Yeah, you're recovering from this power that you could not handle.
On top of coming down from his rage and panic and almost getting his companions killed, he's got his tail between his legs a bit, and is probably unnaturally quiet, and just kind of following along a bit sheepishly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what about Abe? What is Abe up to right now? Is he following along as Nagel indicates that her lantern is running out of fuel?
Abe's gonna follow along a little bit slower.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna drink one of those potion bottles that we got from the.
Great. Okay. From
ground
Harga, and I believe it's a D4, right?
Was it a D4? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So why don't you
D4.
roll a D4 and see what you get. Nice. Okay. So you are. What do you have? You only have like 4 hit points, right?
I've got 5, but I was down to 2.
Okay, perfect. So you are now. You feel invigorated. So Harga, what is Harga doing at this point?
That is the most I've run in. Wow. And she is just like hand up against the wall, just.
Okay.
What are we doing? Maybe we go back to the main hall and see what was in that other corridor. How much exactly do you have in that lantern?
Not much. I like that idea. Let's go to main hall.
So I'd say, Nagel, because you own this lantern, I will assume that you know about how much more time you have left. I would say about 20 to 30 minutes left. So under an hour, for sure. So you guys make it up to this corridor. Where would you like to go? Just to remind you, are you going straight up, north?
Yeah.
Okay.
Back from where we came.
Do we want to get the torch?
Oh.
If you
Nagel
want-
isn't thinking about that, but if somebody else does, then yes, you guys.
So I won't make you guys walk there. I'll just say you took a detour and grabbed it.
Oh.
Yeah, because I mean, there's no point in moving tokens around a map, for that. So if you guys,
still staring at us.
yeah, the eyes are still staring at you. Okay, so once you guys get here, you notice something different about the body. It's infested with cockroaches, but as you appear, they just scatter in the light and kind of form a line along the bottom edge of the wall and start heading north. But yeah, they were feeding on this body here, which has not moved. So if you guys want to do anything with the body, or just keep moving north.
I'll just kick it a little as I go by.
It's a nice wet whap.
Love me a nice wet whap.
Wet whap. Roll wet whap, everybody.
Oh,
Wax in the
no.
chat.
I don't know.
What? You don't know what?
That's a song.
Oh, it is? Oh,
Wow,
sorry.
that's a song.
I'm not a TikTok kid. I
I'm
don't know
over
these
here.
songs.
And wet stands for the W and WAP. If you're curious, I won't list out the rest.
Oh boy, that'd be a clip.
That's a clip.
That's a clip.
Clip it. Clip the whap.
Oh no. Don't. You don't.
Is this going to get me banned on
We're
Twitch?
gonna educate
Maybe.
you later.
Yeah.
We'll tell you at the break.
I'm sure it's gross. I mean, I get it. Keep it up, please. L2 loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah, clip the whap. Hopefully. In case you didn't clip the whap last time, clip the whap now.
Oh man.
All right, let's go. So you guys are heading north. It angles off east. Or are
Oh,
you
gosh.
continuing?
Yes, trying to.
All right. So you guys eventually make it back to the room with the sarcophagus that Nefel defiled. And it still is there in the sarcophagus, completely naked, its chest cavity open. And there is a passageway to the east, which leads back to part of the graveyard, that pit of bodies you guys found, the plague pit, and the northernmost area has yet to be explored.
You said originally when we went in here that there were two
Sconces.
torches, sconces.
Yeah, there's two sconces. Yeah, they
Do
are still
they
there.
have oil in them?
They do not.
Shenanigans.
All right.
You guys are heading north?
Yep.
Okay. So as you head north, you
I don't know
see
where
that
Nefel is.
it kind of turns back into that unfinished, cavernous, rock wall. It kind of twists and meanders.
April, please come to the front of the store. Your mom's waiting for you.
What? Oh, is Ryan lost in the darkness again? Is he whapping back there?
Oh my god. You
No.
gotta stop.
No. Alright.
Hey, Mork Borg has to have its own toe jokes, right?
It's,
This is
I
a
mean,
bit.
it's a kind
It's
of,
a
it
bit.
could be a kind of toe, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I kind of,
She needs inspiration for that. You don't know it, but she does.
I'm pretty sure I know what this is. But let's keep going. So yeah, the ground as well, it kind of, returns back to the rocky just ground, but then it becomes finished again as you guys delve further west. And Nagel, your light is getting very, very weak. I could probably turn the brightness down, but I won't.
Okay, well, she's kind of like hurrying, but cautiously.
Okay.
So it's just.
Are you guys doing anything while this happening, or are you just like running?
I'm running
I
my
think we're
hand
just-
along the wall just to get an idea.
Okay. So yeah, it's rocky. There's nothing out of the ordinary, but like I said, the ground becomes more finished. You see more stonework. And then as you make it to where the GM token is, you see something. So stretching north to south is this massive corridor. And there's all these altars up and down. Let me move the map over here. And on those altars lay bodies in various degrees of decay. So some have skin, some are skeletons. But that is what you see. And you can see it stretching north to south.
Do you see any torches? Or light?
The only light you see is coming from the lantern.
Um.
Nagel will go over to one of the more skeletal ones, probably. Grab
Okay.
a femur.
Oh, you're going to grab a femur? Okay.
Yep.
So you take one and nothing happens. You just take a femur.
Are any of the bodies wearing clothing or are they all nude?
They are all nude.
Annoying.
Well, we're going to run out of light shortly. Does anyone have any ideas? We can turn this into something if we have something to burn.
I'm gonna pull out my exquisite perfume and just kind of like start pouring it into like the little oil well
Okay.
of my lantern.
Okay, I guess it it
Hopefully
flares up.
prolong the light.
Yeah, I guess it flares up a little bit.
Did you say everything here was skeletal, or is there any flesh?
There's some dried flesh.
Okay, there's no like fat that we can like scrape off there.
I don't know. Roll me a d20. Let's find out.
Fat and flesh and hair.
Fat
People
and
burn.
flesh. Roll me a fat and flesh.
Smells
Cool.
great.
And what do you want with this? Presents?
No, just roll me a no, let's just do a d20. Like just a straight d20. Let's see what you get. Oh, look at that. Man, if only that would have been used when you cast that power against those skeletons. But yes, you do
Literally anything else besides a fat and flesh check.
you do
great.
that 20 gets you some fat and flesh, and actually underneath one of the bodies you do find some cloth. It's very dry, appears very flammable. So I'll give you that with a 20.
Nice, nice. And how
You guys got the stake. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So I'll wrap the cloth around the stake and just kind of have that, and just in case the lamp light starts to go, I can just like stick it in and get it to burn.
Okay.
But otherwise, I'll just basically gather up this flesh and fat and other flammable human bits and just kind of like hand it to Nagel to do with as she will to keep the light going.
Okay. And did you say you're going to light the torch?
Oh, I'm gonna wait until it looks like the lamp is starting to go,
Okay.
and then I'll just kind of.
Alrighty. So what would you guys like to do as you stand here in this long corridor stretching north to south?
Which way?
Well, the lamp holder has led the way thus far. I don't know why she stopped now.
Let's go south, I guess. And I'm just gonna like slowly
Okay.
kind of creep down and be glancing at the bodies as I do.
Okay. They do not stir as you make your way down.
Good.
Can I just kind of like poke them and like flip them a little bit as I go by, just disturb it, see if anything just rolls out. Nothing crazy. I'm not like picking them up and throwing them.
Are you looking for anything, or just hoping there might be?
Yeah, I'm hoping
something?
that if I just kind of like just give each one a little shake, maybe something fun will pop out. Literally just as I pass by, just
Okay.
kind of give it like a little shove here, kick a foot bone there,
Okay.
like punch that one in the head. I'm starting to now stop being sheepish and more just be kind of like angry at what
Right.
happened previously, and I'm just
Taking it out on these skeletons, right?
yeah,
Basically.
it's like I poke with a needle part 2. Just
Right.
petulantly kind of thumping all of them and stuff.
Okay. Your corpse poking yields nothing
As we're
as
going,
you walk by.
Harka is just keeping an eye out for anything interesting that might be on, near, under the bodies.
You don't see anything, but up ahead you do see something glinting in the faint light. And as you approach here, you see that it is a large urn standing directly in the center of the corridor. And as you look farther down, the light does illuminate a bit more, and you can see 2 more of those glints in the distance. Yeah, I was hoping somebody was going to roll a corpse poking. I just gave you guys that one.
I'm gonna hold the lantern over this upright urn and kind of like peer in.
It's kind of hard to see. It's a pretty tall urn, so and the dark, the lantern the lantern light goes out more or less in a lateral fashion. So, but you can look inside if you want to. You can stick your hand in there, search it.
No. I'm gonna keep going.
Abe's
Okay.
gonna go ahead and pick up a pebble and just drop it into one of the urns. See if it's maybe full of something.
You hear it clink at the bottom, but nothing sounds out of the ordinary.
Empty. Water would be nice.
So again, you guys approach another one of these urns, and they seem to be kind of laid out at even intervals here, regular intervals.
What are they made of?
They're just kind of ceramic, but they're pretty tall. They're like, a little bit above. I see what you're mimicking back there. You want to break one?
Yeah, I want to just fucking break it.
All right. Let's break it and see what happens.
Damn it.
Okay, you break it. The pieces shatter around you, and there's just a bunch of teeth inside. Human teeth. Not attached to a jaw or anything.
I like teeth.
You You like tea?
Do I have? No, I'm at my carrying capacity. I'll leave the teeth behind.
Okay, so let me get my GM token to catch up with you guys. So oh, and then actually
The
Nagel,
lantern?
yeah, as you approach, you see a lantern sitting on the
gonna-
floor.
Definitely rush to the lantern and check to see if there's oil in it.
Okay, there is oil.
There's another lantern.
Good, good, good.
So what I want you to do is roll me a 4d6.
4d6?
4d6.
Oh, wait.
Okay, so that is how many hours. That's how much oil you have. 16 hours.
Nice. Okay. I think.
Are you gonna refill it?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
I'm gonna use it to refill mine.
Or, you know, if somebody else would like a lantern as well, that is an option. But just keep in mind that will count toward one of your items on your inventory. Is that a no? Okay.
Okay. I'm definitely refilling mine then.
Okay. So you guys, I guess, you sit there and refill. Does anyone want to do anything while she's refilling her lantern? It's going to take a moment.
Just look at the bodies. See
The
if
bodies
they're in-
all appear the same.
Are they in particular poses? Or just splayed
They're
across?
just kind of splayed. They're laid down. You can see some with their hands across their chest. Some are missing. You can see the one to the left. It's missing both arms and legs, the skeletal one. And there's various like broken urns and things scattered to the left and right in between them.
Is there any more metal eyes?
Metal eyes?
Yeah.
No, you do not see any metal eyes. I mean, you could probably spend some time and examine every single one, but that's up to you. But where you are now, you don't see any.
Okay.
So what would you guys like to do as you stand here among the dead?
Hiltinda. Not Hiltinda. Harga is going to
Harka.
just. She's
Shout
just
out.
gonna. Right.
Yeah, is it a shout out? I think we got a Heltinda shout out.
She's just gonna sit down on one of the things and just rest
Okay.
and watch.
Okay. So yeah, Harga, you know, she sits down, rests her weary bones on one of these stone slabs. What about the rest of you? What are the rest of you doing?
Is there?
Bell is just impatiently waiting at the edge of the light at this point. Just he's bored of corpse poking.
Okay.
Is there anything in this urn on the floor?
No, there's nothing inside.
Dang.
So Nephil, as you stand there at the edge of the light, you do see very, very faintly the end of this corridor. And it appears to be a stone slab
Stone slab.
for a door.
Girl, stop playing with that lamp and bring it over here. It looks like we've reached an end. Another fucking door.
Well, you're so eager to get there. Why don't you open it?
Fine, then I will. Let's go, Avant. And I will. Is it like a handle? Is it a latch? Is it a push? Is it a pull?
It's just a stone slab. It looks like you could probably push it open. At least that's what you think.
All right. Well, then I will give it a test push. See if it moves at all, or see how much force I might need to push this open.
Okay, you're able to push it open. You hear the grating of stone, and you can feel free to click on that door.
Oh shit!
So, before you, you smell stagnant water, and you do hear the familiar sound of laughing children. And because you saw this from the window, in the room with the floating head, you see these pillars stretching out across this very, very thick fog. So thick you cannot see the ground. And they're kind of in disarray. They're not all upright. Some are leaning over on each other. It seems like a very precarious path, which leads to the fountain you saw.
Do I still see Headless Guy's head in the window that I stuck it in?
Let me see how far are you? Yeah, I say you can see it. Yeah, you see see the glint of his eyes.
What? How do I do a here thing?
A what thing?
Like
hit X.
cursor?
Hit X on your keyboard, and that'll give me a
X.
pointer. So he's at that
so
center.
I think it was like right there, right?
Yep. Yeah, he's at that
Yeah.
center window. Yeah. And you can see just at the very, very, at the very end of this path of pillars is a fountain, 4 cherubs holding, they're vomiting water into this, what appears to be a fountain, and then holding an urn atop their head.
Do I see anything past them, or is it just like wall down here? Or
It looks to be, so you can faintly make out just twisted trees, and it looks very familiar. It looks like the graveyard.
Well, what do you see?
it's a fucking fountain from before with that fucking head. Just use your eyes, woman.
Is the head addressing you?
Hey, head.
So you say that, and you can kind of see its eyes look over at you. Then they
Police knows we're here.
and then they quickly go back to the staring at the cherubs on the fountain.
It continues to watch the little children.
I'm not light on my feet. I don't think I'll continue, but... Yeah. And
Hey,
she-
Mama Quack.
Hello, Hid.
Thanks for the butter.
Gets another one of the elixir vitalis.
Okay.
The ones that she got from the puddle. And she hands it to Nifel.
Okay.
Just in case.
I don't think I have a spot for this, and I think I already have one, so I'm just gonna drink this one.
What is this one again?
Yeah.
What does it do? It heals you?
Yeah, 1d4.
Is it the
removes
big one or the
infection.
little one?
The little one, the d4.
Yeah, I'm just gonna quaff that. Just kind of as she holds it, I'm just gonna like snatch it and just like do a shot.
Are you just missing 1 hit point?
Yeah.
All right, then you're full.
I've already danced my way across an obstacle lately for no fucking reason. I'm not doing it again. Why don't you go this time, boy?
This fog is very unsettling. Abe's gonna go ahead and take one of his pebbles and just kind of toss it into the kind of center of the room around here.
Okay, so it's not really a room. Basically, it opens up wide. You can see the wall off to your left, to the right of the screen. But it's just very, very thick fog. So you can just toss it out there if you want to. Is that what you want to do? Just out toward the
Yeah.
pillars? Yeah, so you drop it out there and it plinks on a pillar and then disappears into the fog, but nothing else happens.
How tall are the pillars?
So they're basically they align to your the ground level. Well, quote unquote ground level, the ground level of where you are, but you cannot see the ground around them, if that makes sense. So you can see the tops of these pillars and some of the sides of them, but it quickly just is consumed by fog outside. So it's hard to say if, I mean, you imagine that if the ground were at the same level that you're at, you would see it. But you do not see it.
Oh, so we think that the ground is down.
Yes.
When he tossed that pebble, did we hear like you would assume it would hit here, but it did like the...
No, you heard nothing. You heard it hit the pillar, and then absolutely nothing after that.
Orca turns to the skeleton or head next to her, picks up the skull or semi-decayed head, depending, and kind of like elbows her way to the front.
Okay.
Drops it off the side. Listens.
So you drop it, and you're trying to avoid the pillars entirely when you drop it off? Okay.
Yep.
So you drop it, disturbs the fog briefly, and you never hear anything.
Nope. Won't be going that way.
She sits down.
This fucking place. I'm tired of it.
So what would you guys like to do? You can go back up north, or you can take your chances across this pillar road.
How high did you say the pillars were?
Like I said, they're at foot. The tops of them are a foot level. You can see them drop beneath the ground, and you see some of them kind of leaning against each other. So it's not like a perfect, footpath essentially.
So it looks like we'd have to dance across the top of the pillars.
Yeah, to cross this, I would require an agility check. Yes.
Fuck. How agile are you, boy? If you had to quantify it into a number.
What's the lowest number you can think of? But I can try.
Oh, don't be stupid. And she grabs her rope. Her 29-foot rope.
Oh, nice.
And
Let's see. How many squares is this? Not that I'm really counting. I'm just curious here. Where's my little measure tool at? There it is.
Do I have a rope?
Oh, I made a light. Oops. So it looks like... Yeah, let me delete that. Oh, you got it. There you go. So to get across, yeah, 57 feet. So
We'll keep him from dying for the first part, at least.
yeah, I guess you could get pretty far if you were to tie it somewhere on the inside of the corridor. Yeah, you could. Yeah, and then wrap it around his waist, I guess. Yeah, you get like, I don't know, what, maybe like halfway, a little more than halfway, with it tied around his waist plus. Does anybody else have any rope? Miniature Snickers.
Unfortunately, I do not.
No rope here.
Well, let's see what happens when you take a few steps out at least. We can make a more informed decision then.
She ties it around her waist.
Okay. So you're doing it? Okay.
This should be interesting.
Are you the anchor?
Oh yeah, she can be sitting on the ground with it wrapped
I was
around
gonna
her
say, yeah.
waist.
It ain't me. We got a Harga anchor here.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
has one Hargo size.
Oh yeah. Harga size.
A new measurement of width
Circumference.
and
Okay.
circumference. I was gonna say width and roundness, and then I
That works.
new roundness. One metric Harga around.
Okay, so you tie it around your waist. What would you like to do with the other end?
She's gonna wrap it around her arm multiple times and hold on to it.
Sit down. Go.
Wait, you wrapped it around your waist and then your arm?
No, his waist.
Oh, his waist. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, Abe, are you going to attempt to traverse these pillars?
I'm gonna go ahead and step onto the first pillar.
Okay. You step onto it.
Okay. Does it feel wobbly?
It feels pretty secure. It's kind of layered with some mist, some dew because of the misty air. So it's a little damp, a little slippery, but it doesn't wobble.
I hate heights. All right. I'm gonna step over to the next one. Would you like me to roll agility?
Yeah, so tell me how far you would like to go. Basically, you can attempt to go as far as you can, and I will only make you do one roll.
I guess I'm gonna go all the way until the rope kind of tightens a bit to the
Okay.
middle right there.
So why don't you roll me an agility? It's going to be a DR 12. And remember, you need to say you're going to bless it if you want to.
I'll take it.
Okay. You make it all the way to the edge, and I will say with this one roll, you can make it all the way to the fountain. However, you will have to remove the rope to make it there. So that's up to you. You can either stay where you are and stay on your feet, or you can remove the rope and make it all the way to the fountain.
I'm gonna go ahead and relay back to them and let them know that all the pillars that I stepped on so far are nice and sturdy.
Okay.
Good. Well, then just hook it on the edge of the one you're standing on. That way you can use it on the way back.
Actually, Abe's gonna go ahead and take the rope back and tie it around the next person if they want to traverse. And Abe's gonna continue.
So you're going to toss the rope back across?
Yeah.
Okay, so you make it all the way with that single roll, ropeless, however. So you're standing at the edge of this fountain. You can feel that you're standing kind of around the rim of it. It's a border of stone. You can see the water now. It's very stagnant. It stinks. And you have a better look at these cherubs. And they're vomiting this water into the pool of water with grins on their faces, or open-mouthed smiles, I should say. And you still hear that laughing every once in a while, and voices of children.
How deep is the fountain pool?
It's pretty shallow. Kind of dip your foot in. I don't know, maybe a foot.
Can I see the bottom of it, or
Yeah.
is it okay?
Yeah, it's kind of murky, but yeah. With your swamp eye, you grew up in a swamp. You've seen water that is much more murky than this before.
I'm gonna go ahead and dip just my toe in it, make sure it's not.
Feels like water. Feels very, very cold. As cold as water would be outside here. Mork Borg. You spelled it wrong though.
Oh yeah, it's the U's.
But yeah, you see just this pretty large urn. It's about the same size as the ones you saw in the hallway. And these cherubs are just holding it over their heads.
I'm gonna go ahead and toss in another pebble
To the water? Just
into the urn.
Oh, you're gonna try to toss it into the urn? Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna make you do a roll for that. So you just toss it in there. You hear a plunk. Sounds like there's fluid inside. So let's pause there. What about what's Harg up to?
She just sitting on the ground with the rope
the
around
rope?
her arm.
Okay, what about Nephel and Nagel? What are you guys up to now that you see Abe has successfully made it all the way to the other side? Still visible in the fog. Or through the fog.
Just watching.
What is it you see, boy?
It's just this pool. And those children. All around. I can hear them.
Is that head still watching them?
Does Abe see the head from here?
Yeah, you can see it. It doesn't look like it's really watching you as much as it's watching the cherubs.
His eyes are still fixed on the statues.
Some people take offense to people staring at children. Well, continue forth.
So yeah, Abe, you don't really see anything beyond here. It's just very, very thick fog everywhere. Doesn't appear as if there's anything off to the other side south. Like in terms of where you can step.
I want to get a closer look at this statue.
Okay. So you just take a look, and like I said, it's these cherubs holding an urn, and they're these wide open mouth smiles. But nothing out of the ordinary. You know, they're weathered. Some lichen on them. But that's it.
I'm not sure the purpose of this room. But there is, well, somewhat fresh water here. Take fresh very lightly.
It's some in one of. Check the water.
Abe's gonna go ahead and use the empty bottle from that potion and collect some of the water.
Okay. You do so.
I'll bring back a sample for you to examine.
Good.
Yes, I know.
All
So-
right. And
Bring
No, go
some
ahead.
from the urn, boy.
I did.
Well,
It's
you
just
no, you
all
got it
water.
from the water surrounding the cherubs, right? You want to go to the urn. So if you want to go to the urn, it's going to require another roll. It's pretty tall. Like I said, everything's kind of wet and slippery. So that will require a DR16 agility test to reach the urn.
I'm gonna empty the bottle of that water, and
Okay.
I will attempt the urn. But I'm gonna bless that.
Okay. So roll me an agility. Okay. Look at that. Wow, you have a +2 agility.
I do.
I did not know that. That's
That's my
awesome.
only
Okay,
good
so let me remove a bless. You can roll it if you want to, but you don't need to. You succeeded. So let me take that off really quick. Oh yeah, new people. You're unaware, blesses and banes work just like they do in all of our D&D games. However, omens are new. You can see what they do in the bottom left of the screen. They replace the shield. And they have some very interesting uses to the player. So, and that is designated.
Did add,
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I did add an omen channel point redemption too, so people don't have to hit shield to get an omen or anything.
Oh, cool. Cool. Okay, so you make it to the top, Abe, successfully. Very easily, actually, surprising to yourself. So, what would you like to do now that you are upright with the urn?
I'm going to go ahead and take a peek inside.
Okay, you look inside and you see water. It's almost silvery in the moonlight. It does not look like the murky water that was at the base of this fountain.
Is it, since it's super tall, is it full enough that I could reach my hand in there and kind of scoop some out?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna fill up that small bottle.
Okay, is that one of the bottles that had the Vitalis or whatever in it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you fill one up.
And I'm gonna go ahead and poke it with my finger as well.
Poke the water?
Yeah.
Okay, you poke the water and it feels very similar to that puddle in Moonlight, but even more so. Almost just so intense that you have to retract your finger.
I'm gonna go ahead and relay that information back.
Okay.
Refill your water skin. Get more of it.
I only have the one bottle. Do you have more empty ones?
Yes. Lovely.
You guys can always attempt to toss one across the distance, but it's going to require a roll.
Maybe we should have given them to him first.
Yes, that would have been intelligent.
Can you remove the urn?
How heavy is it?
So you kind of jostle it a little bit, and it feels pretty heavy. It's pretty solid, still full of some of that liquid. You think it would be possible to remove it, but very difficult to probably carry it back. So I'd probably give you a penalty on your roll to get back.
Okay. When I'm near the urn, is the head doing anything? Does it seem different?
So you look over, and its eyes are very, very wide as you stand atop the, where the urn is. And it is definitely looking at you now.
I'm gonna go ahead and hold out the bottle, kind of like almost offering like a kind of a silent question to see if like he would want it. Does he give any interaction to that?
He regards you and then kind of frowns, and he has that as much as a head can slump without shoulders and a neck, kind of a defeated look. And then he shakes his head.
Without the help of others, I don't think I could get this across, with me included. I'm gonna go ahead and empty the other bottle that Harga gave me and fill it up as well.
Okay. You fill it up.
All right, and yeah, I guess I'm gonna come back to show my findings.
Okay. I will give you a +2 to get back across, since you made it across successfully already.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll me another agility. And remember, you got to let me know if you want to bless it ahead of time.
I'm gonna bless this one.
Okay. All right. So why don't you roll me a bless too, and I will remove that. 13.
13.
So you would have just barely made it with your roll. Okay. Okay, you successfully make it across. Did you want to pick the rope up as you went back across, or leave it down? below.
She's pulling it. If you put it on, she'll help you. Like, she'll keep it slightly taut.
Well, I can say you just kind of lean over it because you left it on the top of one of the pillars, right?
Yes.
The other end. So I'll just say, yeah, you just you picked it up, made your way across. So here you are, back at the southern end of this corridor.
Well, give it here.
I'm gonna go ahead and hand it to Harga, but I'll keep one as well.
Okay.
And sit down and pull out my little portable laboratory.
Okay.
And do a couple experiments, see if I can figure out what this is.
Okay. Why don't you roll me a presence?
I'm gonna bless it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you like to use an omen
I.
to re-roll the die?
Yeah, I'm gonna reroll the die.
Okay. Yeah, I would remember. Don't forget how you can use these. You can always lower a test difficulty rating by -4. So in that case,
4's gonna.
yeah, no, it won't. I know, but I mean, like, yeah. So you want to do the re-roll a die?
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna take off a bless and an omen. So
You could add a omen back to Ducky from Jedi Mama.
oh, she got a bless.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, yeah,
Cast a
bless.
bless. Awesome. Okay. Thank you, Jedi Mama. I will add that back to Ducky. So unfortunately, you kind of study it for some time, compare it to the other ones you have, particularly the one that's healing. You do get a sense that it is very powerful, but you can't quite identify what it might do.
I'm going to dip my pinky into it.
Okay. Much like I described, what happened to Abe is you kind of feel like this overwhelming sense of just ecstasy, let's say.
Directly in your mouth.
You're going to taste it?
Yep.
Are you going to, like, just lick what's off your finger?
Yep.
Okay, so you feel that just, kind of, it's not really enough to go down your throat, but inside your mouth, it's like on fire, but like a pleasurable fire.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah, this doesn't taste like anything that's sort of within your wheelhouse, let's say, of creation.
She's going to slowly get up and go to the door.
Okay.
Which ones did you go across?
And ask Abe to point out exactly which ones he used.
Okay. So, yeah, Abe,
Mute.
if you want to... Oh! 2 mutes in the chat tonight.
I thought the mask would help. So Abe's gonna go ahead and point out the ones he took.
So what I'll do then, Harga, if you wish to cross this, I will give you a +2 to your roll. So I'll essentially lower the difficulty rating to 2, bringing it to 10 because Ducky, or Abe, I should say, kind of pointed the way across.
Okay. She is going to she's going to leave that one there and attempt to cross.
Okay. Why don't you roll me, and are you going to bless this?
Yes.
All right.
Going to fall,
good,
you
good.
fucking
Oh
addict.
man, you guys are getting so.
She
this is
definitely
awesome.
makes it
Okay, so you
cross.
bless it. All right. Surprisingly, the rest of you watch her make it across these pillars to the fountain.
Oh God.
To all of your amazement. Oh, can you guys hear the laughing?
I just entered the area, so I just got the giggles.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to take a bless off you. Okay, so what would you like to do now that you are at this fountain up close?
She's gonna wait over and try to get into one. First, she's gonna pour out her water skin that she has, or drink it. I guess would be smart.
Okay.
And wade in and try and fill the entirety of her water skin with this.
So remember, what you're going to need to do, this urn is very high up, so I'm going to need another, this is a DR16 test.
Oh, Okay.
to get to the top.
I'm gonna use a bless, and it's agility.
So you could always remember. You could always try to use I guess you want to see what happens first, right? You can lower one's test -4, so you could take it down to a 12.
Yeah. But she has a -2 agility. I want to be able to re-roll if I need to.
Okay.
Resource
All right.
management.
Go for it.
Okay, bless.
Oh, all right. So you blessed it, but you're gonna probably want to re-roll that, I'm assuming.
Yeah. There goes my second omen.
Yeah.
No more
So you
omens.
are out of omens.
We got all -2. Ah, sweet.
What did you get?
A 15.
Oh,
Let's do
that's a 16.
Does my bless work? Or did we decide it's just the reroll?
I think it's just a re-roll. Yeah. So
She hurts her bum when she falls down.
yeah. So what happens is you start to climb up, you lose your footing, you lose your grip, and you tumble down through the mist and keep falling and falling and falling.
Whee! Okay.
And you actually awaken back in the corridor. You feel even more weary than you normally do. And you work your tongue around your mouth, and you find that you have absolutely no teeth left. You feel much older, much more frail, and I need you to lower all of your abilities by -1.
Go. Okie dokie.
Wow. Choices and consequences. And McGlintlot gave a bless to Harga as well.
Oh, cool. Thanks, man. I will add that right now.
Thank you.
So you're kind of sitting there. So what's Nagel and Nifel up to right now?
You just watched her go.
Yeah, you saw her
Yeah.
just like drop completely silently. There's like did you scream on the way down? Did you just kind of go like, ugh? And then
Well, there
that's
was
it?
probably quite a bit of cursing.
Okay,
Negative
so
cursing.
yeah, you hear her cursing and cursing and cursing and cursing, almost indefinitely, and then you hear it again, but behind you.
Only a little bit more.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, more raspy.
What is their slide? I don't know if slides exist in Merc form.
What?
I don't know if there's any slides in Merc form.
You just invented them. Can I see the light of where they are in the distance, or am I?
Yeah,
just
you
kinda
can.
like-
Yeah, you can definitely see the light. Yeah, so you're not too far down the corridor. Yeah, you see them standing. So you do definitely realize where you are once again. They're looking the way you went.
Oh, no. Where are you? Wait. Oh.
She slowly gets up. Okay, she slowly gets up
Okay.
to her hands and knees and then stands up.
Yeah,
slowly.
you stand up, and once again, like I said, you feel a lot weaker than previously.
Can I lose
However,
any
you're
hit
not
points or no?
injured. You're not injured
Okay.
at all.
She starts hobbling forward.
Okay. You guys hear footsteps behind you. And presumably you turn and see Harga. And when she comes into the light, you see that while she was already old, she is much older. Her hair is just pure white. She's hunched over a little bit more. Her skin is full of even more wrinkles. And liver spots.
What happened?
Your best is as good as mine. Also, I don't have teeth anymore.
And she opens her mouth, revealing the lack of teeth.
To be fair, you didn't have that many before.
I had useful ones.
There's a broken urn of teeth farther down the corridor. Why don't you go?
Undertaker any new ones. Well, let's go.
Wait a second, wait a second. What the fuck happened when you fell?
What does she recall? Just falling and then
Yeah,
waking
she
up?
remembers falling and falling and falling, being surrounded by mist, and then just appearing in darkness, and then seeing the, feeling the stone floor beneath your ass, and seeing that lantern light down the hallway. That's all you remember.
I fell, and then I fell some more, and then I woke up. Here. Not feeling well. And then I got up, and here I am.
I tire of this place.
When
Well, there's skulls and rocks around you.
But
The boy threw pebbles and I think
don't
someone
remember
threw a
hit-
skull.
I don't remember hitting anything, just waking up. Thank you, Jedi Mama.
Oh, thank you. All right, I will add her bless. So she is at 7 now. So what are you guys doing? Standing here, observing a much older Harga, and then the way she fell.
Yes, what are we doing? What is the point of this? What is our goal? Are we leaving? Are we exploring? Tired of this spelunking.
And Nagel, as you stand there, you feel... Oh, thanks for the sub, Mama Guac. Appreciate it. So as you guys are standing there and Nefel's kind of cursing in frustration, you feel something in your hair, Nagel.
Oh God.
You feel something that you felt before. It's very familiar to you.
I'm definitely going to I mean, if it's familiar to me, then I assume it's not
Yeah.
spider.
It feels like an insect of some kind burrowing through your hair.
I'm gonna
And then you
try
feel
to-
another.
Oh God.
And another.
Oh God. I'm gonna move.
Okay, you move and they're still kind of in your hair.
Are they visible at this point?
Yeah, you kind of,
The rest
it's
of
hard to see. So you see her, she has a lantern in one hand and she's kind of like messing with her hair, and it's just kind of, you can't quite see what's happening right now. You have like a kind of a messy head of hair, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you just see her kind of tearing at her head and staggering back, holding the lantern. It's sloshing around.
Can I grab one?
Yeah, you can try. You want to try to grab one?
Yeah.
Okay. So you grab one, and yeah, sure enough, it's a cockroach. But this one's bigger than any cockroach you've ever seen.
What do you have?
And it just kind of squirms in your grasp.
I hold it out to Harga.
She snatches it out of your hand, regards it for a second, and pops it in her mouth.
Can't
It
even
is
chew
it is a mouthful. You bite down and just the
Without
guts
teeth.
without teeth. So despite your toothlessness, your gums are strong enough to break through the shell, and just cockroach goo comes out your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're sitting there crunching on it, you hear a skittering sound behind you, all of you.
I turn and look.
You turn, swallow down the rest of the roach, and it scratches its way down your throat. And you see a line of cockroaches. And they're making their way all the way down the hall in a single file line. And you see them leading to Nagel's foot, trying to climb up. But they seem to stretch all the way down. The way you came. They kind of move away from the light.
No. I'm trying to get them off.
Okay. You sit there and you kind of like start, yeah, they start dropping to the floor and they try to just climb back up on you. And then you see a couple of them, you're going to stomp them? Okay. Yeah, you start stomping them and you see a couple like skitter away and they start to retreat back down the hallway. But there still seems to be a steady stream of them. And this is strange because before they were kind of driven away by the light. They seem to be not as fearful of it.
What's happening here? This place grows stranger by the minute. I kind of want to start moving back forward.
You're going to move which way? North?
Yeah.
Okay. So you make your way north. There are still 2 intact urns sitting there. One lies in shattered with human teeth laying at the bottom of it. Or what's left of it. But there are two more left.
Arca will... Well, first she, snacks on a few more bugs.
Yeah, you see this trail, and they seem to be going toward you, but then also turning away from you. Kind of going back north.
Bring the light, girl.
And she'll just kick over another one of the urns.
You're going to kick over an urn? Okay. Oh, man. Janelle and Omen. Awesome. All right, I will make that happen right now. Thank you. All right, that should be updated now. You have 1 Omen. All right, you kick over. 1 second. You kick over the first one you see. And strangely, it's full of more teeth.
Are there any fresh-looking teeth?
Yeah, they look not bad, actually. So there's 1 more urn as you guys continue to make your way north. Would you like to look inside or mess with it, or just keep continuing to go on?
If no one else does, I definitely smash it.
All right, you smash it. All right, inside you find another lamp. And it is full of oil.
Useful.
And I want you to roll me a 4d6.
Oh, okay.
And that is how many hours you will have of this oil.
Oh, nope, those are D4s. Are you fucking me?
7 hours. I'll say you can probably add this to Nagel's if you want to, or otherwise you can take the lantern for yourself. Up to you.
I don't have... Does anyone have space? Now, does my fine clothes, since I'm wearing them, take up a space in my equipment? Since it's not in my backpack?
No, I'm not going to say clothes, dude, since you're wearing them, yeah.
Okay, so let me get rid of the fine clothes.
I can't imagine someone being encumbered by clothing.
Yeah. I'll keep a hold of this lamp. I do have a backpack, so I'll put it in my backpack, and that way, if for some reason we do get separated from the lantern bearer, let me figure out how to add it.
Oh, look, exit stage left.
So as you guys are standing there, these cockroaches are still Oh man, thank you, Amerison. So that is another omen.
So she can fall to her not death again.
Okay.
I'm definitely stomping cockroaches as I go.
Okay, you stomp them. They still seem very interested in you. But like I said, about half of them are going northward in a single file manner.
Maybe you should have crossed to the water and taken a fucking bath, girl.
I'm gonna keep going.
Okay. Yeah, and as you get closer, the cockroaches grow in number. Some of them are nibbling at what's left of these bodies. And they seem to be still, like I said, coming from the north. And as you make your way, you see that the corridor abruptly turns right. And as you stand at that corner, you have an overwhelming smell of shit and rot coming from that direction. And as I said, you can see there is far more cockroaches coming from this direction. They seem to kind of disperse between you and some of the bodies, going back and forth as if they are almost like ants bringing something back the other way.
I'm gonna pull out what's left of my perfume and just kind of like.
Yeah, and you guys all smell this, by the way.
Ew.
And I think this is actually a good time to take a break. So on that shitty note, we will be back in about 5 minutes. So thanks for hanging out with us. We will be back shortly.
You can stop the apocalypse. can stop the apocalypse.
welcome back, everybody. If you're just joining us, we're playing Mork Borg. I'll give a brief recap of what happened. So, players have been exploring this dungeon, this catacomb, whatever it may be, that lies in Graven Tosk, which is a mysterious, immense graveyard in the center of the Sarkash forest. And they found this fountain, sort of just completely enshrouded by thick fog. They explored it. They found some kind of mysterious liquid in an urn held by these cherubs. Abe was able to get 2 vials full. Harga greedily tried to make her way across because she loves her little concoctions. Made it across, actually, but when she tried to get to the urn, she fell down soundlessly. Woke again back in the corridor with all these bodies. Much older, without teeth, and much weaker. So, and since then, Nagel has noticed she has had a cockroach or 2 in her hair, you know, from time to time. But they noticed she started feeling more and more and more. And then they looked down and saw a trail of them leading northward. So they followed this trail, and then it branches off to the right with an overwhelming smell of feces. So this is where we are. What would you guys like to do?
And obviously head towards the feces, right?
Always head toward the feces. You can quote me on that. Clip it.
God. Okay. I'm gonna very slowly walk forward.
All right. As you go, the smell intensifies. The cockroaches intensify. The sound of their feet on the stone become almost overwhelming. You can feel them crawl up your legs, and as you continue down, you kick them off, but they persistently try to climb each and every one of you. And the smell becomes so strong, you know, you hide your nose in the crook of your arms, or plug them, or I guess Abe's pretty good. He's already has a rotting face, so it probably doesn't smell too bad to him. And this is a very narrow corridor. Quickly goes south and then west again. And then once you hit this hall, you see at the far end 2 torches. I guess I better move the map so everyone else can see what's going on. There. So you see 2 torches. And this room is just covered in refuse. There's cockroaches just scattered, you know, scampering everywhere, coating everything. There's mounds upon mounds of various things. It's difficult to make out, but it looks like mostly junk. And at the center of it sits a man. And he doesn't really notice your approach at first. He seems to be speaking to something in his hands. But you can't quite make it out. He's just mumbling. We are more than 4. Yes, more than 4. And he finally looks up to you. Here comes 4. Who are you? Tell me, are you here to bring me out of this cursed place? Yes, tell me. Now please, who are you 4? We are more than 4. Yes. And he just sits there and kind of grunts and grumbles, and these cockroaches are just crawling all over his body, all through the shit and refuse everywhere on the ground.
I think the better question is, who the fuck are you?
And he looks at you, and then he looks up a moment. My name,
No one has asked me that in some time. I forget my name. So many names, so much time. I don't know my name.
And then he looks at some of the roaches in his hands.
Do you know my name? Do you know my name?
That's
Have
all
you
he says.
tried to leave this place?
Oh, I've been here so very long, but it changes. It changes so much all the time. This room has been the only thing persistent. So I stay here. Do not venture far, not very far, to the graveyard sometimes, where I find things and perhaps look for a way out. Yes, a way out. Do you know the way out? Do you know it? Please tell me you know the way. You look like you know the way. Tell me.
And as you guys stand in the room, you do hear the sound of rushing water coming from the north, faintly. And actually, if you move a little bit more forward, you'll probably actually hear the rushing water.
Do you mean out of this dungeon or out of Graven Tusk?
Graven Tusk, of course. This dungeon is easy to get out of, but very, very dangerous. But out of this fucking cemetery I wish to be. I lost my companion some time ago. Many, many days. But I can't count the days. I just imagine the days, the years. I was much younger then.
I'm sure you didn't smell quite so bad either.
Oh, I smell absolutely nothing. Nothing anymore. Nothing.
Now I can tell.
And he sniffs. Can't smell anything. So as I said, scattered around this room is just cockroaches almost completely carpet the floor. There's sacks that are torn and spilling. There's crates. There's refuse. There's, glints of things peeking out among the heaps. And then there's a corridor leading northward.
Will you help me get out of here? Will you? I feel you know the way. You're much younger, much smarter than me. I'm sure my brain, it shrinks here. So little food. I have to eat these things I breed. Yes, these things I breed. They found you, my lovelies. Oh, yes, they did, my lovelies.
And he starts to kiss the ones that are in his hands. So one of them crawls in his mouth and then he chomps down and starts swallowing it.
So this man is clearly insane.
Are we not all?
She grabs another one and chews.
What is to the north of here?
Oh, sewer. Yes, a sewer. There is a sewer to the north. It runs brown and thick, filled with shit. I think it leads to the Shadow King, but it is far, far too dangerous. Too dangerous. But there is moonlight. Yes, moonlight above. I see it, but I can't reach it. Perhaps you can reach it. You are much bigger than me, much taller than me.
Well, she is definitely bigger than you, that is true.
Yes. What have you, my young lady, what have you found to eat? You look very full, very, very full. Tell me.
And he starts licking his lips.
He addressing Harga?
What was that?
Is he addressing Harga?
Yeah, he was addressing
And he
Harga.
calls her a young lady?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. She's probably like
He's being gentlemanly, I
mid-80s
guess.
night. Mid-80s. Called her young lady. She's
Yeah.
like, he's definitely lost his mind.
Well, these are good enough, I guess.
So, eats another one.
Oh, yes. Very good. Very good, nourishing, yes. Healthy, yes.
I have a question for you, Bugman.
Yes, tell me. Ask me anything you wish. I will help you. I would love to help you. If you help me get out of this place.
You said the sewer runs thick with shit, correct?
Oh, very, very thick. Yes.
If we are in a graveyard full of the dead, who is doing all the shitting?
As I said, I believe it is a sewer leading to the Shadow King. The Shadow King. Yes. But it is far too dangerous. I would not traverse it. No. Get washed away. Drown.
You
But you-
already smell like you drowned in shit. I would like to not be the same.
And you see, as you look at him, he's kind of sitting on this. He's somewhat elevated on this refuse. It's like there's just piles and piles of stuff, and he's on this rickety wooden chair that's almost throne-like. And at his side, you see, he has a whip.
What do you have here? And how did you get it?
Oh, much searching, yes. Much searching. I have been here for many years, perhaps. There's all manner of things. Oh, feel free. Search, look around. I am very, very generous. If you help me get out of here. Yes, will you?
Arca ignores him and starts kicking away the cockroaches and looking at what is around there.
Okay, why don't you roll me a D100? And let's see what you get.
A vivid number.
13? So you rummage around through this and you feel something very, very familiar to you, something that was around your neck, and it's a rope, and you pull it out, and it is 10 more feet of rope with a noose at the other end.
She ties it to her 29-foot rope, so now she has
More rope. Okay, perfect.
more rope.
Maybe you guys can make it all the way across to the fountain now. I don't know.
Is this like, I don't want to mechanically mess with this more. Can we all search this room, or is this?
Yeah,
like
you
a
can
we
all
get our
search it. Yeah,
searching?
if you guys all
Yeah,
want
I'd
to search, everyone roll me a D100. So Abe got a 61. Okay, so you're rummaging around, Abe, and you find something that feels like metal, and you pull it out, and it's a metal necklace, but very charred. And Nifel, you got a 35. So you uncover something that you've been possibly searching for some time. It's a leather vest, and it's full of rivets, covered in rivets. So this would count as a light armor if you wish to take it.
Does it? So that doesn't count towards my equipment, or it does?
Yes, that would count toward your equipment. Yeah, I believe armor does. And then Nagel got a 98. Okay. So you dig in there and you feel something that's kind of gritty, then a little smooth, and you have a handful of coal. And that is
Great.
what you find. And I'll say you guys can each have 2 searches. There's so much stuff in here. So if you guys want to search again, roll me a D100.
Okay. No, my sharp needle counts as an equipment spot, right?
How big do we determine it was? It was like, I don't know, like a knitting needle. Oh no, let's say nah. Let's say that doesn't count as an item. Okay, so Hargha, you got a 30. So you find an arrow, but you find that it's attached to something. It doesn't come freely. And as you uncover what's around it, you find that this arrow is stuck in a shield. A wooden shield. So what a wooden shield, how it operates in this game, I believe, is it absorbs 1 damage, I think. Let me double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it does. Because remember, this game is damage soak.
And you said my sweet ass vest is light armor?
Light armor, yes. So I believe that is a... Let me get to the equipment page really quick here. Okay. Yeah, so you're at... It's like -2 damage. And then, what did I say? A shield.
-1 damage or break to ignore 1 attack.
Yep.
That's cool.
Okay, so what else? Abe, you got a 43. You find a stuffed magpie, which is quite strange. And then Nifel, you got a 72. Well, sorry, Nagel, you rolled again, right? 66, is that what you got?
Yeah.
Okay, you find a choker with a pentagram amulet on it. And
If
then
I put it on,
yeah, you
is
can put it on.
a slot?
No, I'm gonna say it doesn't count as a slot. It's
Yeah,
just like
definitely
it's just like a
put it on.
necklace, basically. Okay, who am I missing? Nifel, second roll, 72. Oh, you find an eye patch, but it is quite fancy. It's very well crafted.
I would like to wear the eye patch.
Okay.
But like so I can peek out a little bit, but it's gonna be like Waterworld where I don't really need it for, and I just like move it from eye to eye for a while until.
Okay. Yeah, you put it on and it doesn't seem to function any other than an eye patch. But yeah, it's a very nice eye patch. It seems to go well with the finery, the silk clothes that you got from the corpse.
Nice.
All right. So as you guys do this, this man, this very... Oh yeah, I gotta use the other window. I have 2 windows. He gets off his throne, and
Oh, you find something, yes. You find many things. You will help me. Yes, I will help you. You will help me get out of this place.
Where did you last go that you thought was close to leaving?
Oh, I've been everywhere. Everywhere. I don't know the secret to get out. What have you found in this place? Tell me. It changes sometimes. I have not searched in a while.
You know the man whose head floats.
A man, a headless man. I have seen him in my dreams, in my slumber. But where is he? You have seen him.
No, the opposite. It's only his head.
He speaks to me but cannot speak.
Yes.
Can you take me there?
Yes, we can
Take me
show
there.
you where he is.
Oh, yes.
What do you want with Headless Man?
It is not... He wishes to tell me something. And I have something he needs, yes. but I cannot have it in my dream. But I have it. Have it now.
And he kind of rifles around in his pocket, and he pulls out a shiny, wet tongue.
Quickly, quickly, take me.
Okay. Arca's along for the ride. This seems interesting.
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's start going down that way.
Did we decide on what to call this putrid thing?
He never gave you a name. I'm gonna have to move 2 tokens there.
It's gonna be Bob.
You can call him Bob if you want. Yeah.
Chad.
Listen.
He goes by the Roach Herder. But that's kind of a. He didn't tell you that. That's just game wise.
Listen here, Bugman. Have you ever heard of Nost, the Herald of Panic?
Nost, I have not. Who is Nost? Tell me of Nost.
Actually, I can transport you guys all there. Let me try to transport you guys all there.
We go the long way.
Let me try to transport everybody there. Can I cut and paste you, or do I need to actually move you? Let's see here. Unless you want to do anything on the way there.
I will regale him with the tales of the dead god Nost, the Herald of Panic, and speak ill on she which killed him.
Okay. He listens very intently, nodding his head. He seems very, very interested. And he walks very, very close to you. Okay, I'm gonna move you guys. I guess Harga's already making her way. But I'm gonna move you guys so we can just get there. And hopefully this works.
Oh man, look at us just shooting along.
Bam! And I gotta get you guys out of the walls too. All right.
Oh no, we lost the light. Ah, there she is.
Light of my life.
And then Harga, where are you?
Right there.
You made it?
Yeah.
Okay, you made it.
Zoomed way up.
All right. Okay, cool. Cool.
And a bless to Jess from Drow. Thank you, Drow.
Oh, thanks, Drow. All right, I will update that right now.
So I guess as we enter the room, I assume this man is still in the window where I put him, so I will grab the back of his hair and pluck him out, and hold him in my arms with Arvant.
Okay. All right, so you hold him, and then this man, this very disheveled and smelling of shit man, he sees that you hold this head, and he immediately drops to his knees, and he kind of scoots over, and he has his tongue held out in both hands to you.
Please, speak to me. You know the way out of here. Please.
I guess
he's
I'll
holding it up.
I'll have the guy towards me and like by the hair looking like face to face with this like headless or this bodiless thing, and I'd be like,
"Is this your tongue?"
He looks at you. He looks kind of in a confused way, but then he opens his mouth.
All right.
And I'll put the head down so that the Bob the Roacher can stick his the tongue into its mouth.
Okay, so he puts the tongue inside, and then scoots back, and he kind of bows his head. He almost gets in like a into a ball in anticipation. You see a couple of roaches skitter out from there, and the head. You're still holding the head, right?
Yeah, I guess if the tongue gets back in, I'll like bring him back to like.
You look at it, and he goes, and it just smells like stale air.
Foul taste. Where did you get this tongue? Oh, you that hold me. You show me show me my children, yes. Thank you. I thank you.
All right.
The moonlight. Place me back in the moonlight so I may see my children, please.
No, wait just a minute.
Hey.
You must be able to tell us more than...
Oh, what do you wish to know?
What is this place?
This place is Graven Tosk. It is a deep catacomb, always changing. Yes, changing. This man knows. This man knows. Who am I? Let me think now.
And he kind of goes silent for a minute. He closes his eyes, but you see his eyes like you rock the stones around in his head.
My name is Yarlat. Yeah, that is my name, Yarlat. I came here long ago, searching for riches. I found them. I found them, but could not find my way out. No. But I found the way out for others. Yes, others. So many others. But she did not like it. She did not like me leading the others away. Who? The Undertaker. Have you not seen her? Have you not seen her walking the grounds, burying the bodies? Followed by cannibals, followed by the dead that walk, followed by skeletons, many manner of things, a weeping ghost even. You have not seen her? She buried me in this place because I know the answers. The walls change, the rooms change, but I know. Tell me your tales, and perhaps I can help you and curse this bitch. You the one who holds me, the one who has shown me my children. Tell me your story. What brought you here? What brought you to this place?
Well, I am a prophet of the Herald of Panic, Nost.
Nost. I can't say I've heard of him, but there are many.
God fucking damn it.
Many gods. There are many gods, yes. She does not like them. He does not like them, but they exist in the minds and the souls of each and every one. Tell me, though, what brought you here, beyond your worship of Nost?
Well, I was leading my flock, and one day they betrayed me. And then I woke up. I did nothing but spread the word of Nost.
I feel fire. Fire brought you here, boy. Tell me of fire. Tell me of the flame. What did you do with that flame?
I did what had to be done.
Which is what?
Tired of this. Here, boy.
And I toss the head to Abe.
He does not wish to know the answer. He is too afraid to know the answer. You tell me, boy. You strange boy. Tell me your tale. What brings you here? I hear music, but you must tell me.
I failed my mother.
Mother.
I failed. I must get it back.
Get what back?
Do you hear the music? Do you hear mother?
I hear no mother. But I feel music. I do not hear it. From what did this music come from? Tell me.
It came from Mother's horn.
A horn? Yes, I see a horn. It lies in a sarcophagus, yes. A sarcophagus, bubbling with acid. This is where you must find this horn. This horn is the key for you, and you alone to leave this place. You must take all of your curses from this place. You must find them. You must face them. Only they will lead you from here. Yes.
Abe's gonna go ahead and hand the head over to Harga and start walking towards the exit. I must get the horn.
Okay. So he hands you this head.
You, beautiful lady. Tell me your tale. Tell me your tale. Your neck is hot. I can feel it on my own, but you must tell me what happened.
I was hung for killing
Who,
my nephew.
who did you kill? Tell me.
My nephew, I finally couldn't take it.
Ah,
He is an animal.
a cruel boy, your nephew. A very cruel boy. I hear his words. I feel his hands on my own face. You poor soul, you poor soul. You did so much for him. You were so kind to him. But he hangs in this place from a noose very high. Among others, there are many nooses in this tree. It is a great tree. Yes, in the graveyard. It's a great tree. Near water. Flowing water. Above very raging water. You must find him there. You must take him down from this tree. You must give him a proper burial. Show your kindness. Show your forgiveness. And that is how you can leave this place.
Understood, I suppose. And I'll hand him to Nagel.
Okay.
Thank you.
You lady. I smell the blood of a child on your hands. I smell stagnant water from the bottom of a well. Tell me your tale. What brought you here? And I will tell you how to escape.
I was on the run and a mother tried to force her child upon me and I refused.
Why? Why would you refuse a desperate mother? Surely that is a curse that brought you here. Leaving a child like that. What happened next? What did you do with this child?
They were killed.
Killed, yes.
I, with the child, was thrown into a well.
At the bottom of a well. Yes. There was a bucket in this well, was there not? There's always a bucket in a well. You didn't look in that bucket, though, did you? When you climbed out of it.
No.
There is the breast of a mother in that bucket. Sewn shut like a water skin. You must fill it with a liquid. Feed it to that child. Yes, that child walks these halls as we stand here. It needs the milk of the mother to finally rest. Boo bucket. Find the boo bucket. You must get it from the fountain where the children laugh, where the children cry.
I must fill boob buckets, boob, with that
Yes.
liquid.
You must find the severed breast, fill it with it, feed it to the child. However, the child is very dangerous. Yes. It will find you. Oh, it will find you.
I'm gonna hold the head out to Nifel and say, "You want one more shot at this?"
I'll snatch it back and just give it a shake.
I banned the fucking heretics.
Ah. I knew, but you had to say it. You had to tell me.
Just
There.
tell me what it is I need to do.
One of the one you burned. You woke with it. You escaped and set it free. You must kill this charred man and bury him. You must face the thing that you burned, or perish at his hand. I cannot predict that fate.
Who is this charred one?
Oh, I believe you saw him. He is in a crypt where you awoke. Do you not remember?
Oh, who you speak of, but who was he in life?
One of the ones you burned. In the name of your God.
I must defeat the ashes of a nameless heretic. God fucking damn it. Is there anything else you must say, head?
What do you wish to know? What else? I have told you how to leave this place.
Is there anything we need from this thing?
What thing?
I speak of you, now shut your mouth.
Me? I need
Any more
nothing.
questions for the severed head, or can we move on?
How do we get past the skeletons guarding the horn?
The skeletons. Yes. They will not move if you do not take their treasure. Do not disturb them. They are, I don't know, in deep conversation, but I cannot understand their tongue. Have you angered them?
No. We did not.
Very good, then it should be simple. Just,
And if we had,
well, then they would attack, of course. Attack. Unless you, of course, defeat them, and then, I suppose, whatever lies in that box is yours.
What of the bound man with the screaming spirit?
Bound man. There are many trapped souls here. I feel him. I just feel as if he's another one who has perished. That is all I know of this man.
I grow weary of this head and its supposed answers. What is our plan?
Bugman.
So I will recap for you in normal voice. So Harga must find a tree, an immense tree, that is just hanging from all of the branches are corpses from nooses. On that tree is your nephew, and you must retrieve the body. You must climb that tree, get the body, bury it somewhere in the graveyard. Abe, you must retrieve the horn from that tomb. Nagel, you must get the boob skin from the bucket, put some of that liquid from the urn in the fountain in it, and then, according to this head, a child will appear. And it will not be difficult to give the milk to this, the quote-unquote milk to this child, but that is what you must do to lay it to rest. And finally, Nifel, you must defeat this charred man who you awoken when you escaped from the crypt.
All right.
Oh, and I forgot to mention. Actually, I forgot to mention the second part of that. Sorry. You must cast what is left of him in the river, in the raging sewer. That is what you must do. And then, hopefully, this is the key to your escape. This is what the head's telling you anyway.
And what of this roach man?
So he looks down, and the roach man, he was kind of, yes, well, what about me? What about me? I see you in my dreams. And he looks down. You are lost. I'm sorry. But perhaps if you defeat this woman who trapped me here, maybe that will be your release. Maybe. Anything else is a blank. It is a black fog.
Damn it! Curse it! Fucking Undertaker. She's dangerous. Things follow her. Yeah. Yes, things. Very many things. I will find her. Whatever it takes. If you four help me, I will help you.
And he stands up.
Head, do you know this man's name?
Oh, I do not. I am sorry.
Do you have any other answers for us?
Any answers? Tread carefully. This place changes. Things are not quite what they seem.
So no. And I toss it out the window.
Okay, you toss it out the window? Okay.
Yes.
Ah!
Be with your children now.
So you guys just hear him screaming, falling, falling, until there's nothing to hear at all. So you guys are all standing here.
Does it just pop up in the window going?
No, he doesn't come back.
Morning?
Right now, anyway. He's going to turn into a beholder and then kill you guys in a second.
There you go. We go back to the corridor, and he's in the tunnel with less teeth.
Yeah, let me check my notes here. Oh, yeah, okay. If thrown out window. Yes. Sprouts, stalks with eyes. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Check. Got it.
Paralyzes.
Abe, I want to know, do you have spare water from fountain?
I do. I have one vial left. It would be better use for you, it sounds, and Abe will go ahead and hand it over.
Okay.
Thank you,
Better
Abe.
be a small boob.
It's roll for small boob in the chat.
Better be a 1.
Better be a 1. Okay, so you guys are all standing here in this with this shit-smelling man.
Come on, what are you waiting for? He gave us the answers. Come. Where to first?
Let's
You
help.
will.
Yes, babe. Yours seems at least close.
We must get Mother's horn back. Let's go. Bring the light.
So I will move you.
Wait a minute.
I will just. Oh wait, you guys want to do something else? Because I'll move you guys to where you want to be.
We should come
Okay.
up with a plan. Let's not just pick one and run into the direction. It sounds like both Nagel and I are. At least parts of our goals are close to each other.
Yes.
So, the horn and then the graveyard.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, well then sounds good.
Okay,
Nothing
so where are you guys going first? The horn?
The horn.
Yeah, I mean, the horn has like an exit back to the graveyard, and the other 3 of us need to go back to the graveyard to find at least part of our mission. So, and to clarify, you said I have to kill Cinderman and throw his ashes in the shit stream.
Correct.
Cool. All right,
So
write that down. I knew that was gonna pop up, Amira. So thanks for being the one that did it.
what did he say?
The horny quest.
Horny quest. Nice. Anything you guys want to do with the skeletons?
No.
Okay.
Kill them?
We learned our lesson.
I'm just thought I'd ask. Just thought I'd ask.
Or did we?
Does that mean there is
Looks at
things
me,
we
Phil.
can do that we should?
I
We
know.
investigate them all individually.
Well, he told you, maybe if you defeat them, the treasure will be yours, or you will
Oh,
perish.
you mean the ones that move?
Yes.
Turn them into
Yeah.
a xylophone.
What other
Yeah,
skeletons?
I
are you
didn't know if
talking
you
about?
meant the ones that were like along that other hallway.
No, he was talking about the ones with the lockbox.
Well, yeah, no, I definitely want to do some stuff. I want to do some stuff with them.
All right, then I'll put you guys there. Pew pew, there you are. In the skeleton room. So they appear exactly the same. They one of them looks up at you a moment, and it's the one that has the chipped skull that Abe hit with his you used the chrome eye, right? Or
Yep.
the iron eye. But then he looks back to his other 2 companions, and they keep talking with this fog just drifting out of their mouths.
I wonder. The head said they would not attack if we didn't take their things. I wonder if they'll attack if we attack them first.
You need money though, don't you? There are probably jewels in that box. What say you? You speak of this god. Will he not bring you power to defeat these things?
Maybe there is something in the box that will shut you the fuck up.
And he kind of cowers.
What is our plan?
We should get the horn.
Yes, we're gonna get the horn, boy. What of the box? What of the dagger?
Those are of no importance to me.
What say the rest of you?
I have nothing in my wheelhouse that will assist really, except for the powder I gave
Mork
you.
blow.
Mork blow, yes.
I have one more serving of that powder, but I do not know if we will need it later.
We have tried with these skeletons before and it didn't go so well. I would like to just help Abe.
God fucking damn it, alright.
So go ahead and move your guys. You guys know the way. So I'll move Shitman and my GM token. Maybe I don't need my GM token. Oh no, I do, because it's the other screen.
So bright in here. It burns! It burns!
And he kind of just cowers away, hides behind this pillar up here, covering his eyes. And you,
He was instantly of use, was he not?
he doesn't respond.
Abe, do you recognize this?
And she motions at the goop.
So, no, Abe does not. But once again, you hear the song that your mother Bog hag played for you. It's even more intense than the last time you were here. And it does in fact seem to be coming from that sarcophagus in the center of the room.
There must be a way to get to it.
Did we found a shield? Was that a thing that we found?
You did. You found a shield.
Who has that?
You found a studded vest. Harga has it. There's actually an arrow in it too. If you want the arrow, you can have the arrow.
Yeah.
Or there was, unless you left it behind.
Add it to the description.
Well, I know from experience this shit burns.
Yeah, it is bubbling. It is spitting bits of acid.
We tried to burn it. Water did not seem to do anything.
This is your quest, boy. What is your lead?
There must be a way we can create a bridge across. What if we?
You see a trail of cockroaches coming from behind you, Nephel. And you turn and you see the roach herder kind of on his knees, like coaxing them on. And they do not stop in front of the acid, and they walk right through it, and they just burn up. And he goes, and he kind of just slumps down further.
I try to help.
Good fucking job.
Would we tip a pillar and possibly walk over?
So you do know that the pillars are holding up the ceiling, which is it's sagging quite a bit. There are a lot of pillars though, so I mean that is something. Just I wanted to let you know that the ceiling is drooping. It's sagging.
Is the acid coming out of the?
Yeah, it looks like it's coming out from around the lid. And there's a good, it's pretty, what you see on the map is pretty indicative. So there's, a good 5 feet or so around it. So you can't quite, you'd have to essentially walk through it. You could possibly run and jump or do something like that if you wanted to, but there's no way to just walk up to it without touching the acid.
The lid top clear?
Is what?
Is the sarcophagus top clear of the acid? It's going
Yeah,
down
you see that the top is undisturbed, yeah.
But it is on top, like it's a closed thing. It's not.
It's
an open
closed,
box.
correct. Yeah, it's closed. You can see the top of it, but it's not coated with any of this goo. It is completely clear. And it is marble. And like I said, it's kind of on a raised dais, so that goo is kind of trickling down a little bit. It's somewhat elevated.
Do we want to try and break the box or get to the box?
I would need something heavy, but I could possibly sling it at the box.
Well, there is a small box in the other room protected by 3 skeletons. It felt quite heavy.
Maybe.
Just saying.
Did you guys, somebody say something to me? Sorry.
What if, now listen, okay. What if we antagonize the skeleton and coax them into this room to burn in the acid, and then use their bones to cross?
I would imagine the acid would eat through the bones before we could get back across.
I mean, it's worth a try.
It is worth it for Mother's Horn.
You just want that box.
I am trying to simply help a companion. This boy.
Definitely side-eyeing him.
Are there any like fist size-ish boulders or rocks in the previous room?
In the room with the skeletons?
No, the room in between the two. Cavernous type.
Oh, there's no boulders. There's mostly pebbles and things. Remember, though, there is a lot of rubble. Where you guys dug up the, you found the floating head. Remember, there's larger rocks there. There's even like a broken wooden coffin. There's a stone. So there's some things there. Yeah, Drow wants you guys to push a pillar over.
Dun, dun.
We could bring some rocks, create a short bridge. It requires quite a bit of work. Your cockroaches, can they carry anything?
My lovelies, yes. Oh, what do you wish of them?
Tell them to bring rubble this way. Stuff we just crossed.
Rubble? They are not that strong. I have tried to breed them. Yes, large as I can, but this is as large as they get. Pebbles, maybe, but nothing more.
So do you want to send him back for pebbles?
It appears that it will probably be us to do it.
There's also the graveyard on the other side that Nifel saw.
Oh.
Remember, there's the passageway that you guys know across this stuff that leads to the graveyard. And Nifel told you that it did not seem the same location where you guys started. Did not see its crypt. He did not see the pit, the plague pit.
Well, what do you think?
I look at the others.
Would it be possible to fasten that rope to something and I could attempt to swing to the sarcophagus?
I look at the roof. Is there...
So you look up there and it's just kind of sagging stone, really. You could probably attach it to one of the pillars high up. You could probably wrap it around that, you think? But there's nothing like hanging directly dead center down from the sarcophagus. Yeah.
So you would almost have to do like a what's that game with like a tetherball situation and just like run out and around.
Yeah. And remember, this stuff, it does burn. It's not like it's immediate though, because when you dip that glass vial in there, it started to eat away the glass. But like I said, there doesn't appear to be much room to stand outside of the lid or around the lid, right? So while you're standing there, you would definitely be being burned, or your shoes would be until those burned away.
It's up to you, boy.
Could your roaches possibly form a type of boot around my feet to protect me? Just for a few seconds.
Perhaps. Yes, perhaps. Come, my lovelies. Come, come.
And he kind of motions to them, and yeah, they crawl around your foot, but they can only get like on the top and the sides. Do you want to lift your foot?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and lift my foot.
So you lift it, and they go underneath. Yeah, they're on the sole of your foot. When you step down, there's a crunch. There's some more goo. But yeah, I mean, you have roach boots. Whether or not these will help you much, you don't know yet. But yeah, you have some roach boots. And he's kind of back on his knees clapping. Yes, my lovelies, I taught you well. Help the rotting man. Help him find his mother.
Well, it is worth a try.
If your plan is to simply walk across, at least throw down the shield and use that. Or a large rock, or maybe a skeleton body.
I was going to jump, but that's not a horrible idea. I say we should save the shield.
Well, there is a table in the other room. If we leave the box alone, maybe we can take it from between them.
Borrow a chair.
You're right, there is a table. There was a lot of stuff where he was too. Various things like his own chair. There was some crates in there.
Oh, well, fuck. Yeah. Can we just say we like go past the skeletons and bring back like a shitload of like just stuff in crates and things?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. We'll get the big like door from.
Not trying to give you guys
Ed-
hints, but just trying to jog your memories.
Yeah.
Can I keep the roach boots?
I mean, yeah, they're still on there.
Hey.
Aren't you going to walk, boy? Walk with my lovelies. It will feel like air.
So you guys come back and you have all this. I don't know. What did you get? Just some crates? Broke down some crates?
We emptied the crates, came back, got the door from the pile of rubble.
Okay. So you have all of this stuff. What do you guys want to do with it?
Set it down, make a bridge.
Make a little bridge?
Yeah.
Okay.
And as it's melting,
I think you'll have to work quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who's all doing this? Is it one person? Is it a group of people? What's going on here?
Well, we'll assist to the best of her ability with a -3 in almost everything.
Oh yeah,
it's only me going.
You lost one and everything.
Yeah.
So you said Harga's doing it? Who's doing it?
I'll help.
Okay, so if you guys help, I'll give you advantage. Basically, however many people are working together, I'll give you a -2 to the difficulty rating. So if you guys are all working together quickly, that would be a -8, I guess.
Oh, all right, Ducky.
-8, and so I will say the DR standard, it's 12. And that'll be, I'll just say it's like a presence check. You guys use your wits to assemble this bridge. So whoever would like to roll that, you just have to get, what is that, a 4 or better? However, it is still possible to roll under a 4. So would you like to bless it?
It's your quest, it's your role.
Put so much faith. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'll roll and I'll bless it.
Oh, I like you guys drew a little bridge. Look at that.
Look at the bridge, the tiny bridge.
Okay, you are blessing the roll. Okay, you would have made it anyway, but you know, better safe than sorry, right?
Sweet.
Okay, so you guys make a pretty good little bridge. And as you lay it down, you do hear it begin to hiss and burn. And it's slowly lowering. What would you like to do?
I'm going to go ahead and sprint across. And once I reach the sarcophagus, I'm going to use all of my strength and just try to push the lid off and kind of maybe form a bridge towards the exit.
Oh, you want to lift the lid and then kick it off on the other side?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to need a strength check from you because it is a pretty hard, it's a heavy marble lid. So why don't you roll me a strength? It's going to be standard difficulty.
Okay.
12. Oh, nice.
Our big strong boy.
You succeed. So you heave off this lid. And let's see if you successfully get it sort of. You know what? Fuck it. You get it. You have a little bridge on the other side. I'm not going to belabor this. So, okay. So you have another little bridge on the other side. And inside, there's just this big hiss as you open it up. And when you look inside, you see more of this liquid. It's bubbling. The coffin is completely full of it. And floating in this liquid is Bones. And this skeleton is clasping this horn to her chest. And it's inscribed with all kinds of strange symbols. And you recognize this. It's the horn of the bog hag that the woman stole.
Oh, Mother's horn. Mother, I'm coming home. You will love me again, Mother. And he's just gonna grab it and yank it.
Okay. All right, so what are you going to do now, though? You're standing there. Are you going to cross it or go back? And then I'll move on to the other people.
Shall we escape from this hell? And he's gonna jump onto the little marble bridge.
Okay. I guess I'll add another little guy here.
I suppose we should go back.
And she's gonna gingerly try and cross.
Yeah.
So you guys all make it across. You don't need to roll anything. Finally, at the very end, hey, Garandius, thank you for the sub, my friend.
Oh, it's not even just a sub. He subbed for 6 months out.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Dang, man. Thank you.
Seriously, thanks so much.
All right, you guys here. Wait for me. And the guy, dashes across it. And as he does this, the other bridge, the one you guys made, dissolves into the goo. The stone one is still there, though. So what would you guys like to do? Just go out?
Abe's gonna tap Nephel's shoulder. We can come back for the box.
All right.
Okay, now give me a moment. Let me reload this.
New map.
So preload, and I will 1 second. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna move you guys now. Let's see if you guys come here. So you guys, this should be loading for you. I will move your tokens onto the... oh yeah, our little roach herder guy, where is he? There he is. So, can you guys see everything okay? Are you there? All right, so you enter into a graveyard. Thick with fog, very similar to what you've seen, but doesn't feel as if it's the same location. It's still night Outside, you still see the moon high in the sky, or at least through the clouds. And I need to roll something. Okay, so you guys traverse out further, and you hear crows or ravens nearby.
Does that signify something that we would recognize?
And they are perching on this little stone here. If I can move them. And they don't look too happy. You notice the bottom, their lower beak is missing completely, and a massive black, almost snake-like tongue is hanging out of it, lashing about like a whip. And it's time to roll initiative. So let me get this going. Wait, one sec. Who did that? Oh, you did? Who did that? What's up?
It's also just it's 9:53, so I don't know.
Oh
if
yeah, we can end
late.
it here. We can end it here right at these ravens.
Well, it's just up to you. Yeah.
It's up to you guys. You guys can always, do what you want to do in this instance.
How tough do they look?
Run away. What do you guys want? Do you guys want to do this combat encounter, or do you guys want to end it for the night? Doesn't matter to me.
I mean, I got nothing going on.
Sweet, let's do it.
I don't think this.
Let's fucking go.
All right, let's do it.
Gonna be skeletons V2. Run away.
Okay, so enemies begin. So now I need you guys to roll your initiative. Hopefully I made him. Oh, he's not. Let me change him to friendly. That screwed me up. Okay. All right, and we got to get some different tunes in here. Some combat tunes. Let's do Attack of the Fang Deserter. That sounds appropriate. All right. So as you guys step out into this fog, like I said, these two ravens, they immediately see you. Flies forward. Straight to whoever's in front, so that would be Nifel. And Nifel, I need you to lashes out with its half beak, its tongue kind of spiraling in the air like a whip. And
Doesn't
I need you to
Nago get to go first? I thought she got a 6.
Well, no, we rolled the. Remember, we roll enemies or players go first.
Oh,
enemies
fuck.
go first.
God damn it.
Yeah, then we go in.
Gotcha.
Initiative order.
Wait, so I'm rolling a defense check?
Correct. And it's just a standard DR12, and the damage will be D4. Did you don your armor?
I did, in fact, don my dope vest and my eye patch, if that helps at all. If it tries to pluck out my eye, I have protection. And now I get a... I should probably just rebuild this now that we have the Dead God's Prophet character sheet. I wonder if it would be easier to be able to add all that stuff in.
Which stuff?
But I have
your ability stuff?
Yeah, the Smell of Decay, a +2 bonus against attacks.
Okay.
So
you'll add 2 to your die roll. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just click defend DR.
Yep. DR12.
DR12. Okay.
Standard DR12, yeah.
Modify DR.
So you're going to add
DR.
a plus to your...
That's the same as subtracting, right? So if I just modify DR to a 10, then it should work, right?
Yeah, same difference, yeah.
Okay. Doesn't let me do that. So, and it's a D4 incoming?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll have to add a 2 to this. Ooh. So
Okay.
that's a 20.
Nice. So you rolled an 18 plus 2. So yeah, this raven flies down at you. You know, its tongue lashing around, and you just kind of do a matrix back, and it like the tongue misses you completely, and it swoops behind, over your head, behind Harga. The next one comes forward, smelling the rot on Abe's face, hungry for it. And I need you to roll me a defense check. D4 damage, DR 12, and if you want to bless it or anything, feel free.
I'm going to bless it. Defend.
Oh no.
And the bless.
So you got 11 plus 3?
Yes.
Okay, so you succeed. Yeah. Same thing, you duck right out of the way. You just smell the rot on its breath. This tongue lashes out. All right. Let me update your bless really quick. And I will mark off. Let's see who we got. So Raven went. Oh, the roach herder's up. Or wait, no, sorry. Nagel's up. Let me move him to the bottom. So go ahead, Nagel. What would you like to do?
Oh gosh, I think I'm gonna try to roll for a power. Well, okay. What is the syntax scroll that I have? I don't have it written down anywhere. What it does?
The what?
The syntax scroll.
Hang on. Let me look it up. Syntax. Oh, Enochian syntax. One creature blindly obeys a single command.
Okay. I'm gonna try to make that happen.
Okay, well, what do you... So what I need you to do is roll me a presence check, DR 12.
Okay, and I'm gonna bless it.
Who are you doing this to, by the way? Like, what are you doing this to?
One of the birds? Oh no.
Okay.
I'm gonna use an omen to re-roll.
All right, so you're losing
okay.
a bless. Oh man. So you read from the scroll and you just feel this power like storming in your head. Gives you an immense headache and you kind of stumble around and nothing happens. So you cannot use powers for another hour, I believe. And you take 1d, what is it, 1d2 damage?
Okay. Do I have to, so I roll it?
Yeah. Yeah, D2 hit points. Okay, so you lose 2 hit points.
To 1. Neat. Okay.
Okay, so Abe, you are up next.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my sling and throw a rock right at
The one in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me an attack roll.
It's asking for target's armor.
Oh, 0. There's no armor.
Cool. Can I use an omen?
Yeah, you can use an omen, of course.
Sweet.
Oh, I gotta remove Nagel's omen, right? She used one. You're gonna use one.
And a bless.
And a bless.
You could have used the omen to just reduce the DR by 4 and get a hit with an 8, right?
Yep. Did you get an 8?
Oh, you re-rolled.
Yeah, I re-rolled.
Oh, you re-rolled? Okay. So, yeah, unfortunately, you know, you swing this thing, it whizzes by. The raven moves out of the way. Nifel, you are up next. What would you like to do? Oh, and by the way, do you guys want to move at all? There's no attacks of
Yeah.
opportunity. There's nothing like that, so...
Yeah. I want
Yeah,
to
I'm
get
gonna
away
retreat
from these
back a little bit.
birds.
Okay.
Are these things flying in the sky?
Yeah, they're flying in the sky, yes.
So I can't short sword this thing?
No, I'll say you can. Yeah. It came down to
Just like-
attack you. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, they're like it, you know.
Okay, so then I just want to raise my short sword and strike out at this thing.
Okay.
Wait, do I have
So-
something better than a short sword?
You do have your lightning bolt powers. I would say it's definitely been an hour. So you could use it again if you
Yeah.
wanted to.
I'll just try to swing first. Because I won't lose... Unless I critically fail, I won't lose HP on a short sword, but I will on a power fail. So let me just violence.
So it's going to be standard DR12.
Target AC 12. Roll.
You hit. Bam. Okay, so you slice through this bird. And it is destroyed in an explosion of feathers and guts. And you're just spattered with it.
I hate fucking birds.
So, Harga, you are up. Or did you want to move away or do anything else?
I'll move back towards... I'll move as far as I can towards Nagel.
Okay. So, Harga, you are up next. And this raven is just kind of circling back and swooping down toward you. With its whip-like black tongue dripping.
Can I use my knife, or is it?
Yeah, I will let
only-
you. I mean, if you want to move forward, it's like it's diving toward you, so you can try
Okay.
to intercept it and hit it if you want.
I will. I'm gonna try and time it right so that. Okie dokie. DR12 1d4 0 target. Okay. Cool. Roll. Oh, I didn't say I was gonna bless it. Okay.
Do you want to bless it? Yeah. Just bless it. You got to get a 4.
I was gonna say you should have just omened it for -4.
I would honestly unless you're out of blesses or really low, I would just use one all the time. Personally,
much.
but that's up to you guys.
Here's an omen.
You're going to use an omen,
hit.
so are you going to... Okay, so you're going to use it to reduce the DR by 4? All right. You hit with this dagger, and I will remove one of your omens.
Yeah, don't forget, omens do 5 different things.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, plenty of things to choose from.
If you guys ever need me to tell you, let me know. I'm more than happy to remind you guys. So what was the damage on this this dagger of yours?
I think it's just a d4. Yep, 1d4. So I do 1 damage.
Okay, you cut into this bird as it just swoops by over your head, and it squawks, and you're kind of spattered with black blood, but it is still airborne.
I run this way.
And
In the
it
opposite way of
actually,
its-
yeah, it moves over this way during the swing, and Mr. Roach Herder approaches it. Nyah! He lashes out with his whip that looks very similar to these tongues, and he believes that it may be a. Okay, let's attack with this guy here. Zero. Oh man, okay, so he lashes out right as this raven is kind of spinning around midair, encircles it like the whip goes around its torso completely, and it just pops in two in a spray of blood. And then as those pieces drop to the ground, he just is cackling, and he goes down and he starts feasting on them. Ah, food! Food! Eat quick! Eat it! All mine! And you guys stand there in this graveyard, these half-beaked ravens' corpses at your feet. What would you like to do?
Snatch some of the feathers.
Let me change the tunes a bit.
Is anybody hungry?
No. I get some of the feathers from whatever these things are, and I
Okay.
tuck them into my pack.
Yeah, this road shorter, he's just on his knees, ravenous, eating this stuff. So that was a quick combat.
Yeah.
You guys made short work of these bastard ravens. So I guess we will end it there. 10:07, good timing. This didn't last half an hour, which is awesome.
So Alan Man.
Oh man, Amerison, look at this guy.
Yeah.
Coming in with a
Amerison
finale.
again, topping up the omens.
Thanks,
Also,
man.
Alan Man dropped a bunch of channel points for 3 additional blesses to use as we like.
Okay.
And I think Janelle voted to just give all 3 to Ducky to kind of get him up to where we are. So I'm down for that.
Bring it up.
All
bring it up.
right, so everybody is full of omens. And Ducky is how many blesses?
3.
3 more?
Three more,
So
so
he's up to
we've got
7?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you again so
that
much, Marison.
is
We really
updated.
appreciate all of the omen top-ups at the end of sessions.
Yeah,
It,
man.
Very
definitely
useful.
keeps us
Thank you.
alive. Yeah.
Dude, we would have died so many times by now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Glad we decided to keep using the blesses and stuff in this. And I'm glad you're not using any Banes.
Well, this ends session 4 of Mork Borg. It feels as though the players are finally learning the mystery of at least how to escape and maybe why they're here. Let's see if they complete their quests next week, Thursday. So thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. We had really great numbers tonight. I hope you're having a good time. I'm having a blast. Hopefully the players are having a blast. What do we got? We got some shout outs to do. L2 is in the chat.
See you on Monday.
Got him.
Yeah.
Gilded Trolls,
Melee,
some
yeah.
Duckies.
Some duckies. Some everybody. Some melees. Do you even have a command for yourself in here yet?
No, I don't know. It's
Feels
what it is.
weird? Oh, man. Why
We'll
not?
do one for Jason.
Oh, me.
So Jason does a lot of amazing writing and shares that both on YouTube and Twitch. But again, and I want to remind everybody, all of the maps, all of the overlays, all of the beautiful, how dark and awesome this works is all directly from Jason's dark mind, and it's beautiful and awesome, and definitely is helping just immensely with the vibe of everything. It all looks amazing, and all the blood everywhere. So as a player, thank you. It's beautiful.
Cool,
and
thanks,
it's
man.
amazing. So
Thank you. And Haltinde actually joined me for one of my writing streams. I had no idea she was a writer, so that was a blast last week.
it's awesome.
Yeah. Also, yeah, special thanks to McGlint. I'm gonna say it right one of these days. McGlint Lock. He is the gentleman who created this Mork Borg system running on the Foundry software. So thanks again, man. It's awesome. I love all. It seems like weekly there's a new thing in this, which is great. And then obviously Noel for composing the amazing soundtrack. Heimat der Katastrophe for allowing us to use it. Thank you so much. Check out their dungeon synth. It's very, very awesome. And yeah, who should we raid? Is there anybody that's not Portuguese in tabletop RPGs tonight?
So there's life action roleplay at Purgatory Cafe. Also though, just a couple other things. Monday nights we do Theros play that is DM'd by Evil Andy XOXO, soon to be doing some paint streams again too. So it is a Theros campaign, which is the newer kind of 5e conversion of Magic the Gathering, so check that out. And myself and Jason and Jess are also in the Dark Kingdoms, which is an evil campaign set in Kobold Princess Midgard setting on Wednesday nights. I think I have commands for those, and I actually added a Mork Borg man too. Did I just do DK? Yep. So check some of our other streams out for that stuff. Did you want to go D&D or did you want to go tabletop RPG?
I say we return the favor if there's any tabletop RPGs, because we've had a couple raids from them, so I'd like to. Hopefully there's some out there.
Yeah, I can toss one. We'll head towards life action roleplay. They are doing the Purgatory Cafe. I peeked on them earlier, and there's some mechanics with tarot cards and coffee cups and stuff like that, so it looks interesting. So
Cool. Well, thanks again, everybody, for hanging out. Hope you're having a good time. We will be back next week, same time. And it might be the conclusion. I don't know. We'll just have to see. All right. We're going to go to our end screen, roll some credits for all you awesome people, and hang out for the raid. So thanks again.